Damn.
Fufu and a goosey.
For the first time.
I like my suitcase.
That's not look like a ball to me.
Then you grab your goosey. Get it in there like so. What do you mean I'm not supposed to chew?
I think it's one.
You gotta swallow it. Hold up. I'm gonna do it the right way.
You get the fufu and you get the goosey and you just.
I'm Mexican.
Oh, I'm Mexican too.
I'm half black. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it 10 out of 10.
I give it, I guess you'll never know. No, I hated that. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, I give it a 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Hi there, welcome back to Mindful Text. It's so fascinating watching Americans try African soul food for the first time. Not just because of the flavors, but because of the faces. I think some expect it to be bland, too spicy. Some expect it to taste unfamiliar in a bad way. Then of course when they take the first bite, everything changes. So we have some video clips from TikTok. Some ate it in the US, while others tried it when they were in the African continent, in different countries. And what came their way is not what they were expecting. So we are going to watch these clips together, enjoy them, laugh with them, and then we shall give our reactions or views in the comments. And without wasting much time, let's jump into this. I'll catch up with you after the clips are played.
Trying traditional Ugandan food for the first time. This is called a Rolex, and no, it did not cost me $40,000. This cost me 7,000 shilling or £1.50. It's made up of this chapati bread that's very famous here in Uganda, and then you sort of wrap like an egg or omelet inside. Rolex for the first time. Yeah. Oh my god, it's such a good combo, bro. Woo! It's so perfect because the chapati to me isn't too powerful. It's like really light and fluffy. Now I understand why this is so popular here. Trust me, I know I paid Mzungu prices on that. If you're a local, you can get that for probably like half the price. I'm never leaving Uganda. I would rate my first ever Rolex a 9.5 out of 10. Let me know if there's any other traditional Ugandan food I gotta try while I'm out here.
Yo, so one of the biggest indicators that you're in Africa is that the fruit here is real. When you're American living in Africa, you can tell the difference. Just come visit. You can see the difference that when you eat meat or fruit, it's very organic here versus all the stuff that's allowed to be put in it in the States. So when I go out and I try to find watermelon at Whole Foods or anything, I can't find it. But if I go to a farmer's market at Lamar Park in Los Angeles, I can find the black seed. I went to Checkers in South Africa and I found this watermelon. And it was about 100 Rand, which is like $5 in the States. So also you're paying a different price point, but you're also getting the quality for way less money. And you know that it's organic. You know that it's black seeds in there. And that's how you can tell the difference.
I mean, most Americans just know like a sweet banana, like a sweet yellow banana. So most Americans would think eating this would be strange, but the reality is the green banana tastes almost exactly like a potato. It's just a little softer. It's very starchy. It's not sweet.
Okay, I think they have a different taste.
That's my point. All right.
Okay, can you taste this? These are called small bitter berries. You can get that. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were giving me that one. Small bitter berries?
Yes.
All right, let's try it out. Cool.
It is good for your health. For
and the bitterness.
Digestion, yes. So among the foods you have tasted, how different is this?
Well, the first bite's good. I just had one bite of green banana though. So should we dig in more? So this is one fish, right?
Yes, a big one.
But I'm curious because I can't really see where it begins or where it ends. But
Look,
this
it
part
was cut into 3 pieces. This is the middle part. This is the. Is it the? If this is middle, does this becomes the behind part the buttocks? I don't know.
the buttocks. Definitely fish have a buttocks. And then that's the head?
Yeah, that's the head.
Okay.
I have traveled the world. I've had rice in the Caribbean, South America, Central America. I've had rice in Australia. I have had Chinese rice, not in China. I have never had rice as dynamic, flavorful, okay? Profound, exhilarating to the taste buds as Nigerian jollof rice. And you can take that to the bank.
Come on.
I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Not only do I co-sign, I would go above and beyond. If there were more words he hadn't already said, I would say more words. I would say that I would not be surprised if the hands of my Savior himself cooked this rice.
No shock at all.
Look.
That rice is spirit-filled.
Debate ended. And the way he was reacting, I thought he was overreacting. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Here we have it.
This is my first meal in Ghana. This is one of their most popular and traditional breakfasts. This is called wachi, and it's a really interesting mix of foods. So we have an egg, we have fried onion, we have something called gari, which is like ground cassava, and then we have red beans with rice. But what makes the rice this very rich red color is that they use sorghum leaves, and it just, everything looks and smells so amazing here. These are fried plantains, and then what really surprised me is that with their breakfast, we have some spaghetti noodles, and then of course, the fried chicken right here with another rich red sauce all over it. But they tell me that no wachi is complete without the shito, and this is like a black pepper sauce. So we're gonna pour some of that on the side here, and it's very, very, very thick, and it's a very aromatic dish. You can smell the sweetness from the plantains popping off the plate. I don't even know where to begin here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the rice with the beans. We're gonna grab some of those spaghetti noodles. We're going to dip it in the shito and grab a plantain at the same time, and try to dip it here in the gari. I think this is gonna be an absolute flavor explosion. You gotta get the green onions and the crispy onions too. Wow, that is exceptional. Oh, it's spicy. It's so spicy, but it's really, really good. Everything balances really well. You have the sweetness of the plantains. You have a very earthy flavor from the red beans and rice. The gari here gives it a nice crunch element. That shito, it's creeping up in the back of my throat. That is good. That's addicting. Don't judge a book by its cover. I love spicy food. That's why I'm so excited to be in Ghana, where they tell me they like the food really, really spicy. Let's peel off a little piece of the chicken here, and we're gonna get some more of the red beans and rice with that. Wow, super savory. A really thick, creamy sauce in there. It's smothered in a sauce that it's very hard to describe. It's not super spicy, but it's very, very flavorful. Okay. Wachi is amazing. I could not have asked for a better first meal in Ghana. What else do I need to try while I'm here?
Mac. Cosmo.
Like it? I'm not gonna say that word.
Don't say it here.
No.
My people, it's time to teach my Weibo brother how to eat proper swallow. Jimmy, this is traditional Nigerian food. Pando,
Pando.
Yes, and vegetable soup.
So what are you gonna? You need to like put this vegetable soup in.
What?
Show me.
This is a Nigerian Fanta. Try it.
Yeah, try. Okay, Nigerian Fanta. You know, this one is better than the original Fanta.
You see,
like
anything from Nigeria is better.
Less sugar and tastes better.
See, this I'll teach you how to eat proper. This is pounded yam, not mashed potato way UK people like to eat. Try.
So it's like separate, or
it's you scoop.
Okay.
Which kind?
What do you mean? Like
when you get, you slap it. You slap it. You cut mold. You chop mold small, and you scoop.
As well.
You mold small and you scoop.
Okay, so I need to grab.
Yes. Smack. Cut small.
Like it? I'm not gonna say that word.
Don't say it here.
No.
This is his first time eating Nigerian food. Throw away, small.
What?
Throw it away, small. Professional. Enter, eat. Swallow. This is not chewable. See, this is food of flavor. See,
it's spicy.
You get to see, cut, dip, get vegetable. Not chew, just swallow it. Not chew, get smaller. Swallow, not chew, swallow.
Okay, I'll swallow it.
I'll colonize him. He's coming. So do you like it? Apart from the spicy.
It's hard.
I'm having my first meal in Kenya ever. I'm so excited, you guys. Look at this. This is ugali. Oh my god, it's heavy. The waiter told me that the correct way to eat ugali is with your right hand. Pinch it, you roll it into a ball. Super dense. Like, I feel like if I eat this whole thing, I will die. What is this called again? Marto. This is goat. I haven't had goat in like 8 months, and I got the wet goat, so it's like super saucy. I don't know if you eat with your hands in Kenya, but I just came from Sri Lanka where I ate with my hands everywhere, so I'm gonna try. Wow, that is delicious. I devoured it. I ordered another dish. I ordered liver because this cost 500 Kenyan shillings, which is like $3.50, which is fucking crazy. Liver and palau. In Kenya, do people eat with their hands?
Yeah, we just
yes. Okay, amazing. I'm used to eating with my hands. Beef liver. Bloody, meaty. This is palau, which is cooked with beef. Same spinach. This also costs 450 Kenyan shillings, which is like $3. And I was right. Apparently, you eat with the right hand is a sign of respect for the ancestors because it's taboo to not do so. I'm so full, but I can't stop eating. It's literally amazing. This rice is the best rice ever. The sauce is sweet and yummy. I'm gonna be in a food coma, but wow, the food in Kenya has absolutely blown me away so far. I'm so excited to eat my way through this country.
This is what we've been waiting for, some traditional South African foods for me to try. First up, we have makodu and dumpling. I hope I'm saying it right. This is basically cow intestines. I think some people thought I wouldn't do it, but baby, we eat pig intestines in the States, and it was fire. Fire. Loved it. Next up, we have lamb trotters. I was a little bit skeptical because I'm like, you want me to eat some lamb feet? All right, let's see what's good with the pop. Bruh, turned out to be amazing. Loved it. Couldn't believe it. And then we have cow tongue. This was my favorite. Like, this was so good. I couldn't contain myself. And then lastly, we have samp. I hope I said that right. I'm not really a fan, but that's the only thing that I didn't really like. That's totally fine. Here, I'm realizing that I think I'm eating a lamb toenail. And quite frankly, I do not care because it is so good. Like, I literally, y'all should have seen me at this place.
My favorite thing to do when I go to other countries is to go to the grocery store and try all the fruit that I can because I want to remember what fruit is actually supposed to taste like. Right now I'm in South Africa and this is my third fruit that I've been trying. And when I tell you these blueberries, you think that you don't like a certain type of fruit, but I feel like you just don't like it in America. You actually do like the fruit. I thought that I really didn't. I love watermelon juice, but I don't like the taste of watermelon. That watermelon... It tastes like it had sugar in it, and it was like a good type of sugar that like made my body like feel regenerative. What else do I have? The oranges were just strawberries. When I tell you, it doesn't make sense. I was on the phone when I was eating them, and I'm like, I just kept like interrupting the conversation. I was like, these strawberries are so robust. Like, oh, I'm looking back like I had them. The stems were so thick, and it was like it just tasted. I don't know how I'm going to go back. I promise you, most people don't like blueberries, but if you have a blueberry from South Africa, oh, I want to just throw away all my clothes and just bring back fruit. I'm so sad.
Testing out Nigerian gari. This is kind of like Nigerian cereal. I haven't tried it before, but I've been seeing it in the comments and I want to try it. I don't know exactly what this is, but I found a recipe online and let's try it. I have some gari here. It smells very grainy. And add some sugar. Let's put in 2 teaspoons. Water. I have some milk here. Ice. Then top it off with some ground nuts. I'm just gonna put that much. Mix it up. Okay, but let's try it. My first time trying Nigerian gari. Okay, cheers. Let me put a little bit more sugar in it. It's actually growing on me, like refreshing, sweet, kind of citrusy, and the crunch from the peanuts. Okay, I see some more of the gari at the very bottom. It's similar to a granola cereal. It's really good. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it. It's getting thicker. Yes, I enjoy this. Thanks for sharing, guys. I know that there's different ways that people make it. What's your guys' go-to way? Maybe I'll try some more combinations.
Y'all, we got some African food today, y'all. This is my first time, y'all. Loose as a goose, don't get me started. Hey, what this by? Hold on, y'all. Loose as a goose, don't get me started. Hold on, y'all. Baby, this tastes good. I don't know, y'all. This is my first time, but I like it. Oh, you know what'd be good, y'all? Hold on, let me tell you. Put it in that chicken wing. Yep. Oh, you know what? Hit that spotty yaddy. Let's see what this fish bite. Baby. Now y'all gotta be careful. They got bones in here, but the way I'm feeling, baby. If a bone hit my big back, it's just gonna deflate it. I ain't worried about it. Not at all, not at all. Surely not. Zobo. Okay. Now listen, I don't know what this is, but I can tell y'all it's cleaning out my insides. Cause the way that tastes, baby, it's moving some furniture around in my insides. No cap. No cappy, happy. Yeah, that's moving some furniture around in my insides, y'all. But
all the best foods are eaten with your hands.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. And people who don't know that are wrong. I've never had Nigerian food. I've always wanted to try it, and I'm excited. This meat's a little chewy, which I really like. Tastes like spaghetti.
It does. Like better than spaghetti.
It's like if sweet potato fries had a cousin, and that cousin was better.
The lady back here wonderfully explained that it's very customary to do this, which makes sense because you're eating from your hand.
Okay, you're a pro.
I just chewed. I watched other people do it.
A lot of times in America, we get so used to just like fork and knives kind of shoving it into your mouth all the time, whereas like this is just more of like a full-on experience.
All the best foods are eaten with your hands.
Yeah.
Is there a fishiness I detect?
A little. I get that too.
It's like tangy, sharp. It tastes like tofu-ish.
Kind of like it's like really starchy, overcooked rice and like a mashed potato. But with this together, it has so much more flavor.
I love all meats on sticks. I've never had a meat on stick I didn't like. There's like a powdery flavor on the outside, very beef jerky-ish also.
It's one of those things where it's like, it is hot, but as you keep eating it, you just kind of burn off your like feelers a bit, so it's easier to eat it.
It's like addicting, like hot Cheetos.
This is really opening up my sinuses. It snapped me out of my food coma.
It's a lot of like, it's like salty and spicy.
Like the Midwestern in me wants to get like a big ass roll and just like dunk it.
I'm not a big seafood guy, but this is like a good level of fishiness.
I also can tell that they roasted the peppers beforehand, which is really great. Gives it some great like deep flavor.
I'm sweating.
Oh, wow. It like hits you in a wave of heat.
I can't even speak.
It's kind of comforting. It's comforting.
For sure comforting, yeah.
Well, this was delicious. I had a great time eating all of that, and I wish it was more mainstream so I could eat that jollof rice anywhere. It was so good.
A lot of our cultures around the world, especially food-wise, have stemmed from there, and I feel like it's just what a great experience that we're missing out on.
We have Nigerian food. Period. I got 2 of them. No, this is just giving me Colombia vibes, and I love it. And I got ching ching. We have bitter leaf soup with fufu, and then we have egusi soup with fufu. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick this. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm picking this up right. I don't know what kind of meat this is. I think this is pork. Let's get some meat. Oh my God. This is just how I expected it to taste. It's good. It's good. Let's try the bitter leaf soup. Let's try the ching ching. She said this is more like a dessert, I think, because she said something about sugar. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a lot of words being exchanged. That's very good. Cheers. Shout out to Smart African Restaurant here in Stellenbosch. Oh my God. God, I must take this off. I feel so rude. I didn't ask her name. I didn't ask the type of meat. She's been running this business for 2 years. And you guys just need to go support her, y'all, because this food is amazing, affordable, made with love. You can literally tell it's a family-owned business. She's from Nigeria. So much food, good quality. I mean, it was, y'all see the steam literally is still coming off of the fufu. All of this 10/10 experience. I'm literally dying right now. Breathe, Marcella, breathe. Y'all. 10/10. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one, right?
Yeah, so you see the first bite changes everything there. And these foods are from different countries. The popular jollof rice, of course there are different jollof rice types from different countries in West Africa. But I think the most popular is the one of Nigeria. When someone tastes jollof rice for the first time, of course you start hearing things like, wait, this is so different. We have seen people there who are commenting about how different jollof rice is from other types of rice that they have tasted, and some ranking it as the best kind of rice as compared to other kinds of rice prepared in different countries. You've seen people there talking of egusi soup with fufu, and I see most of the people that have tasted it, they really enjoyed it. You know, when it is your first time trying certain foods or a food that you've never tried, of course, like the way they make the fufu and then the way they eat it, you are seeing there people like you first slap it. People from Nigeria, people from Ghana, please explain this thing of first slapping the fufu before you eat it. Is it a tradition or people just make fun of it? I want to understand, because even in my culture, we also eat cassava bread, but for us we prepare it in a different way, and ours is a bit hard than the Nigerian fufu. For us, we dry it. I see Nigerians, I think, make it when it is still fresh. They pound it or grind it when it is still fresh. Yeah, and you see that the egusi soup is really spicy, like it's seasoned, and it seems to have really good flavor with a very good taste. The way you just see it in the plate, it can make you salivate. You see that some people are even failing to relate it with any other food that they have known in their life. And some people, just from tasting once, they get addicted to it. We are showing people enjoying food from different countries. Like South Africa also had people eating that food and they liked it. There are people who went also to Kenya and tried the famous ugali. We have seen some people also in Uganda eating some matoke, the mashed green bananas and the boiled ones, then other foods also there. And what I've liked about it is that people are appreciating African soul food. You know, someone goes with a different perspective. African food, sometimes people see it like it's not flavored, it's unseasoned. For those who have been able to go there, they have appreciated the African soul food, even the fruits. The African food is more organic, it's more fresh as compared to the one in the US. You know, with these Western countries, what I realized is that they sell organic food in a separate place or with a different price. Then the non-organic food is the most sold one. For decades, Africa has been shown through a narrow lens of poverty, struggle, charity campaigns, and wildlife documentaries. They rarely showed any luxury and rarely showed any cuisine. African food, it stayed inside the African homes. So when Americans finally taste dishes like suya, injera, slow-cooked palm nut soups, pepper stews that simmer for hours, the ugali, the jollof, the luombo, they are tasting something they were never shown. So why does the African soul food hit differently? It is not designed around minimalism. It's not about light seasoning. So the African food is built on patience. In fact, when you see most of that food, it's not a rush food, like it is not a fast food. Most of it takes time, or they give it a lot of time to cook so well. And the food that represents homes and communities right up to the countries. You see that every country, even if it is one continent, but every country has its own food. Some of it, every ethnicity has its own special food. Some tribes have their own foods. Some cultures have their own kinds of foods. It's not a general thing. Yeah, so that is the African soul food and the reactions of the Americans who try to taste it. And with that, I'll end this video here. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the African soul food? What is your kind of soul food in your region or in your tribe if you are in Africa, or if you come from Africa? What is your favorite food in your country? And maybe you could give a recommendation for those who wish to travel to Africa or to a certain country in Africa. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.